And finally you arrive, York.
George is dead. You've got nowhere left to run.
George! Oh, right, George.
He was a funny one.
I gave him a toy locket, and he was so impressed, so moved. But he wasn't very intelligent. He was born in this town, you see, and it took him too long to discover the red seeds. Binding down people with rules is a sign of small-mindedness, and that was what George represented in life.
I'm taking Emily.
Oh, but I can't allow that now, can I? York, you left her to me, in my care.
Oh, just shoot him.
I told you to come with us, didn't I? You must remember that. But you didn't come. You chose your job over the woman that you love.
Kaysen, this chit-chat is over.
Over? Indeed it is.
My fun with Emily ended just a moment ago. It was a fantastic moment. Like eating a full-course dinner that ends with the ultimate dessert. I fed her a fake story about my past, and she took in every word.
Cut out your nonsense. I told you, no more talk.
There you go, York. That's right. Feel the hate boiling from the bottom of your stomach. That's what makes little men create such great and amazing history. Just like tiny ants that make giant ant hills. You know, I just had dessert, and yet I'm already hungry again. No wonder why I keep failing at keeping a diet.
Kaysen, stop. The next one will pierce you between your eyes.
York.
Emily, it's me. I'm here. Don't worry. Everything will be fine now.
York? Is that you? Oh, thank God. York,
Emily, no. That isn't me.
York.
Emily!
York, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Emily. Hurry, come over here. We need to get you to the hospital.
I can't. I can't go to you. I've been soiled.
No, that's not true. You have a heart that can't be soiled. No matter what happens to your body, you are still yourself.
York,
Oh, didn't I tell you? Getting these saplings to sprout requires a certain technique. What do you think? Artistic, isn't it? It's like a surrealistic painting.
York, shoot me.
Emily?
Let me die. Please. York.
Zach. What should I do?
You should take her to the hospital where they can put her under and remove the plant. She's clearly able to walk.
My darling.
Let her go!
Remove that sapling from her body, Kaysen.
Xander, it's too late. Once it's like this, I can't do anything to stop it.
Please, darling. Shoot me. I'd rather die. If you love me, let me die.
At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love. Yes, I couldn't do it. However, you can. When the time comes and you have to make that decision, make the right one. Okay, Zach? Zach. Morgan. Francis. Zach. Morgan. Francis. Zach. Morgan.
I saw you, Zach.
What the fuck is this game? You just blocked that memory forever? Did we just block that memory our entire lives?
It's okay. I'm here. I'm with you. I'll be with you always. We can get through this together. Who are you? My name is York. Me and you will always be together. Okay, Zach? I'm you, and you are me. Now, give me your hand.
I remember. I traded places with York. York, the other me. My other personality.
Zach, please shoot. Kill me.
York, what should I do? Tell me what to do, York.
What? How old is he?
You don't deserve to live.
I don't deserve to live. Well, unfortunately, I've always been more than human. I'm a messenger of the Red Tree, a citizen from the Red World.
That's enough, Kaysen.
So Morgan always had a line in his hair, but Zach has a giant, obvious scar on his face. So is that what they were talking about all game?
Zach. But don't give up. Think carefully. Father's words will guide us. Now again, focus on reality, Zach.
So was I Zach the entire game? But they also knew to call me Zach. So was I replacing the names in my head the entire time? I have no idea. The scale in which our protagonist is delusional is next level.
Zach, please shoot. Kill me.
York, what should I do? Tell me what to do, York.
Zach, you have to decide for yourself what you must do. I'll be with you no matter what you decide. Don't worry. Emily, I can't shoot you.
Like father, like son, taking the same path. And to think York went through all that pain to get you out of the red room that you were stuck in all this time.
Zach, no!
Emily, we only had a short time together, but I'm glad to have met you. Goodbye.
How in the world does he know about the split personalities of all things?
Zach. But don't give up. Think carefully. Father's words will guide us.
How the hell did our dad know that once we were going to one day face the exact same situation?
Focus on reality, Zach.
Like, that raises even more questions. And you're going to tell me that he never just kidnapped those kids?
Please shoot.
Zach, you have to decide for yourself what you must do.
Not really much of a decision if none of them are valid.
There are some things in this world that must be extracted, no matter what. Even if that means losing someone that you love. I can't do it. I can't kill Emily.
I'm sorry, Zach.
Stop. Emily!
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the grand finale.
Emily, what have you done?
Zach, I wasn't used as soil at all.
You're beautiful. The most beautiful person I've ever seen.
Thank you, Zach. I wanted to be with you.
This is becoming Silent Hill, where there's not even a reality anymore.
Emily, no. You aren't supposed to go over there. That's not the way. Come back, Emily.
York and Zach. Finally, I understand. You two really are best friends. I'm a little jealous.
Hey, stand up, Zach. It's up to you now.
Emily, I finally got to meet you face to face, but you had to go with York, didn't you? He always gets the girl. He's a good guy. You see that too, right? He kept talking to me and ended up pulling me back out of that room. I'm sure he'll make you very happy.
You can actually tell that Zach and York are actually different characters. Like, same actor, but Zach behaves and even sounds different.
Why did you bring Zach back? Who the hell are you two? How did you get out of the Red Room?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Don't use that gun, are you stupid? What is happening? Just gonna keep shooting him. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Oh my god. Now I'm kind of sad thinking about how many players never would have seen this part because there's so much tedious garbage between you and here. Like, so much of fighting one enemy over and over again for dozens of hours. But, like, things get so off the rails once Thomas disappears. Like, the story loses its mind. They actually start giving you unique boss fights instead of the same enemy over and over again. There's even a director's cut of this game, but I don't think the director's cut cuts 80% of the game out like it probably should. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Okay, so he doesn't have a weak spot, you just shoot him. What the fuck are you? Oh, he's like a creature from Albino Lullaby. It's always WoW BB, I guess. Wow, this has been the Cursed Let's Play for 6 years, and it was also a long game this playthrough, so like, it's maybe the longest I've anticipated the ending of a game ever, and I, was not prepared for it to all be building up to this. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's some next level repression, by the way, for York to not even register the fact that, like, when he saw Kaysen, it's like, oh look, it's the #1 source of my childhood trauma my entire life. You meet him in person and you don't even recognize him? What role does the dog have in all this? Is the dog innocent, or is he also somehow evil? Is the dog the final boss? Where am I aiming? There we go. I can't tell where my aimer is. Why won't you just die? What is the significance of the Red Room besides the fact that it's a really obvious Twin Peaks reference? Because much like how this game keeps flashing back to the weird leaf, like Dread Tree Room, or not, it's not really even a room, it's just a weird dream forest. Twin Peaks keeps flashing to a red curtained room with, like, there's a little person that talks backwards, and I think it might have the guy that played Lurch yeah, I think the guy that played Lurch is there too. I don't remember. Like, there's a red room in Twin Peaks.
Could have stayed hidden in the White Room. Just like that senile old man. Humans are so foolish. So foolish. There's nothing to compare. With one whiff of that gas I made from the seeds, they'd happily kill each other. even their neighbors, even the ones they love. Not much compared to the full effects of the seeds themselves, but I still got a really good laugh out of it. Anyway, I think we've had enough fun for today. But I really don't like having to exercise.
And you just survived that, huh? Alright. What the fuck? Nothing prepared me for this. It's like one of those full-page panel Junji Ito drawings. Like, what is that thing? Is he so fat because he's completely filled with red seed stuff? Oh, we're doing this again. I see. I'm glad I realized that you can just roll the joystick for these parts. We're going down? Uh-oh. How are we still going down? That's a lot of buttons. This is gonna wear my hand out. Yeah. Oh, this is starting to hurt. Go, 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 go. Keep going, Zach. Who is me now? And York's gone, I guess? Ugh. Yeah. Ah, that hurt me, didn't it? Yeah. Come on, are we almost there? What are you? Haha, you fell on your ass, you jackass. I lost my jacket. It just occurred to me I'm wearing just my shirt. I'm not wearing my jacket of my suit. Oh god, there was another one? Oh, come on. You're blindsiding me with QuickTime events now. So I'm failing them before I can even see them. Did I make it? I think. It's so okay, no, we're almost there. There's only 2 more floors. My hands hurt. I've been switching hands, which is not helping me with the QuickTime events. YX. Keep going. This is a huge ass building. Yep. To this day, I still have no idea which parts of this game are supposed to be real or not. It's so hard to what? Oh, his hands are backwards. He's walking with his hands backwards on top of everything else. We went up? Were his feet backwards too?
Emily, I will avenge your death. Just a moment longer. I'll buy you a new dress to make up for all the pain I've caused you. The dress you wore when you came to my hotel room didn't seem to fit you right.
Okay, so yeah, he's lost it. He's lost his mind.
Kaysen, I've been meaning to tell you this. You're one crazy guy.
Hot kettle black? I mean, honestly, you're the one seeing all this. I don't know if he's crazy. I think he might just actually be some kind of weird nightmare monster deity thing from your perspective. I mean, he is a mass murderer. So that part's true. Do I shoot little Kaysen? Wait, is the toy the real Kaysen? Is that why he doesn't die? Is it like some Dorian Gray shit? I can't tell where I'm aiming. I'm trying. Has nobody ever hit the doll before? Do you not know the doll is the weakness? Maybe you should stop showing it to me. I'm trying. Keep it going. This is the weirdest. I'm trying. This is gonna take a very long time, isn't it? Good. I don't suppose there's healing items in there. I can't tell what it is from here. Ammo. Wow, great. Ah. That was a mistake. That was not worth doing. Back to shooting little Kaysen. Crap. I've made a mistake. I had like a loop going on where he couldn't ever do an attack because I was shooting his weakness enough. And by trying to do anything else, because admittedly it was very boring, I've now opened myself up to being attacked. And to reestablish the loop. Okay, calm down. It's Kaysen Jr. under attack. It's gonna be a very long fight, isn't it? His other attack seems unavoidable, the one where he slams the ground. What's this pain? Come on. Let's keep it going. Keep this rhythm going. I need to keep it going. I do not want him to punch the ground again, because I don't think I can avoid that. It seems to just damage the whole room. Uh-oh. What do I do about that? Feels like mandatory damage. What was that? Ah, shit. The sound often means that a good thing happened, but that wasn't useful. Shit. I thought like an important boss killing item was revealed or something. Okay, he's half down. Just keep it going. I just need to beat him before I run out of healing items, basically. There we go. Reload whenever his stun happens, because I think he's invincible for a while during the stun. I got a good thing going. I got a good thing going. No, don't do that. Let's go for a little heal. If I still have a small one. Not exactly. Oh, I've got a bunch of heals left. That's good. The sparks are the best I have to go on for aiming. Come on. Come on. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Come on. The production value spike in the ending, in the final chapters of this game is so crazy. I was so unprepared for it. After so many chapters of just dealing with, like, fighting one creature. They're not the best boss fights, but they're so much more interesting than the rest of the content as gameplay-wise. No follow-up? Alright. No follow-up. I'm getting better at aiming over the course of this game. You're in trouble, Kaysen. No. I'm not here to be your dull, Kaysen. It's the end of you, Kaysen. You've been a bad boy, Kaysen. You turning around? What you doing? What you doing, Kaysen? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Kaysen, you're being naughty. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
You're an annoying little boy.
Shit, it's gone. Is it in there? You put it in his pocket? You hiding in your pocket, Kaysen? Yeah. Shit. What am I supposed to be doing exactly? I think I saw a flashing arrow, so maybe his hand's vulnerable. Maybe I need to use a melee weapon. Look at that guy. Maybe I sidestep to dodge the attack. 'Cause at this range, the attack seems to have individual attack prongs that I could probably sidestep. So maybe I need to stay really far back, sidestep the attack, then charge forward, and then beat him. Yeah. Nope. No. My bad. I think there was a quick time event I was supposed to just press A for. This is the whole reason the sidestep mechanic exists in the game, is for this one boss fight. It's the only time it's been useful. Is to dodge a really weird, cartoonish projectile that comes at you, that's heavily telegraphed from a great distance. Oh, we're gonna climb him? Da 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 da. Boom! I'm gonna kill you with rock and roll. Son of a bitch. What do I do? Am I doing it wrong? Or what? Oh, don't fall off. BY. What? Did I do it? I thought I succeeded. Alright, what's the secret here? I'm gonna burn him with a flamethrower. Let's do that. Oh, it's back. Oh. No, the entire health bar again? Maybe the shotgun does more damage at this range somehow? Nope. Shit. Okay, so now at least I know how to attack, dodge just one attack. So now I just won't take damage. But it's an endurance run, holy shit. This is a long thing to do again. Almost went into the other one. You not? Take some damage, please. Nope. Oh god. That was my bad. There we go. Please die. We're gonna be here for so long. There we go. That was a little closer than I'd like to be. I think it's because I'm too close to him. Nope. It's so slow. Do I have a better gun? Even one that has limited ammo? Not really, no. I don't have like a high damage, long range, heavy, like I don't have like a Desert Eagle or sniper rifle or anything that would be a stereotypical high damage gun. It's really weird how they home in on me after I've dodged them, but because I already dodged them, I don't get hurt by them. We'll be there eventually. bizarre laugh. Not much to talk about at this point. I'm just kind of, it's getting boring. It's just such a long fight. It's got the Resident Evil 6 problem, which is the one game I've ever played where I fell asleep during a boss fight. Oh no. How will I cope with that amazing attack? Like at first thought it was undodgeable because it seemed to be covering everything, but once you're far enough away, it's like those projectiles spread out so much. And that's like the one threat, which makes this a very boring fight. Crossed with the health bar. Recenter the camera a little bit. Die, 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 die. I think I did something wrong when I was up there. But my punishment being starting the entire fight over is a pretty brutal punishment for not figuring out the puzzle of the fight fast enough. I've done it. Exciting. Come on, we're almost there. Roll the credits. Are we there? We're there, right? He's gonna hide it again. No, he's not. Is it? Are you done? Is it time now? Okay, yeah. Now he's resetting. God damn. There's a long amount of backtracking to do. So I messed up when I was on his shoulder, and so it made me restart the whole fight. They didn't have the decency to kill me, so I could restart all my healing items and everything. All the tedium of restarting a fight, but none of the benefits of restarting a fight. Alright, let's do it. I'm waiting for you. I've long since figured out how to avoid your one attack. Do it. Are you stalling? Do you know how doomed you are right now? There we go. I'm gonna mess you up. Killing you. Can I see into his pocket? I can see into the pocket from here. That's what it is. Should have thought about that faster, because I knew he would put it in the pocket. What the fuck? No.
It's because you don't understand humans.
Yay, everyone's saved. Like Thomas and Emily and George. Oh.
Emily, York tries not to show it, but he's pretty shy. Don't wait for him to propose. Just ask him to marry you.
We're implying like this magical awareness, like he's, oh, Emily's with York now in the afterlife because York and so on. But it's like, I think Zach's just crazy. And so she's talking to Emily like, she's with York now. But like, you're just imagining that stuff because York's not real, because he's not even, it's not even like the spirit of your dead brother or something like that. There's none of that supernatural ghost stuff going on, because you yourself, even after the twist of them talking to each other, the reveal wasn't that they were twins. The reveal is that York was the split personality, not Zach. So York never existed. So York and Emily are super not together at all. It's just that he's cracking here. So after seeing what happened to Emily, he's incorporating her into his multiple personality narrative. So now York and Emily are together in his head, but completely fictionally. And it's just a bummer. So the big subversion is that after so many narratives where a child witnesses something traumatic and has an imaginary friend afterwards to cope, Zach became the imaginary friend instead. That's different. I love the item description of coffee. It makes it hard to become sleepy for a little while. What a description.
Previously during the investigation, York, the other me, my other personality.
There are some things in this world that must be extracted, no matter.
York, I'm sorry,
Why can you cause me pain? Red tree!
York and Zach. Finally, I understand. You two really are best friends. I'm a little jealous.
I'm sure he'll make you very happy.
Are you leaving today?
Maybe.
Zach, that story I told you the other day, did you believe any of it?
The fact of the matter is that I couldn't save Emily. So it really doesn't matter whether I believed you or not.
I'm very sorry about her. There's something mysterious about that picture. There's a calming beauty to it, and yet it exudes sadness.
Harry, I have a few questions for you.
About what, Zach?
Your last name isn't really Stewart, is it?
That is correct. It's really Woodman. Harry Woodman. George was my son.
You were there in the White Room when I was there. Why?
The same reason as your father. Long, long ago, I too was unable to shoot my wife. What's worse is that I was also unable to kill myself. Which is why I lost both. The woman I loved and my son. My wife suffered from a mental illness, but I still loved her. I wanted to save George too, if I could. Everything was my fault. If only I had the courage to make the right decision, Emily and the other girls would not have died. But you have put an end to all of that.
I wonder if they are happy.
Zach, no need to worry about that. York will guide Emily and the other girls to the forest.
Yeah, but like, no one's acknowledging that there just was a painting of everyone who was going to get murdered in this game, and it was just there already. Like, what is happening? And everyone knows about York and Zach now, like on an intimate level. And everyone talks about Kaysen like he's a force of nature, but like, anyone could have. Nobody's pointing him out. Like, hey, it's him. He's the one doing it. Like, it's so weird.
Hey, Michael. Mind stopping the car for a moment?
Very well, Mr. Francis Zach Morgan.
Wait, Zach's my middle name? my split personality has a different middle name from me, and only a middle name.
I heard you're leaving.
We adopted the murderer's dog. A real weird mood. Alright.
Uh-huh. That's right.
It's a shame about Emily, and the other girls too.
How are Isaac and Isaiah?
Oh, they're fine. They still don't think the girls are dead.
Give it to him yourself. He's right next to you.
Oh, okay. I understand. We'll do it for you.
Emily kind of told us to give this to you.
Emily said it's a present for Zach.
Thank you. Where did you get this?
Emily asked us to give it to you. See? She's over there.
There's another Zach there too. You're twins, just like us.
Emily couldn't give it to you herself. She said she's too embarrassed. So, she asked us to hand it to you.
Emily really likes you, Zach.
Anyways, you two. Be nice to the girls, okay? And they'll be nice to you.
We don't like girls.
Girls are boring.
Gotta love them. Just full of energy.
you're both doing fine. I feel better about you two now. And hey,
It was for them. He wanted Isaac and Isaiah to find her.
Mr. Francis Zach Morgan, if you are finished, if you are, please, let us return to the car.
No need for that. You can go home. I want to take a look around more.
Very well, then. I'm sure Mr. Stewart will approve of that.
Ah, thank you, Michael.
Goodbye, weeb butler who has a katana for some reason. So, York is being acknowledged by other characters as a living entity that exists, that they see. Okay. That makes things even more confusing. They didn't say it was a brother, right? I mean, they said twin just now, but that's not the same thing. Gun. It was nice of them to bring my entire posse of cars here. There we go. So now I'm just going around as Zach, and everyone knows I'm Zach now. I guess everyone always knew I was Zach, and they were calling me Zach the whole time, and my character just replaced the name with York every single time. I'm trying to think, like, the voice-acted characters... I'm trying to think of, like, whether or not people use my name ever in the open world.
York, can you hear me? I'm a little jealous.
I'm all alone on this side now.
But don't worry, York.
I've had it easy for so long having you with me. I need to get used to being on my own.
So, like, we realized that we were Zach instead of York, but now we just lose York? So now we no longer have our imaginary friend? Is that the implication? A long time to have them. I kind of want a sequel. Where, like, we see more of Zach in a different context or something. Especially since we kind of don't know him as a character to some extent. Like, he has a different... He seems to have a different affect across the board. I still can't believe the game so blatantly painted so much stuff about Forrest all throughout the game. And it was one of those cases where, like, well, he's the bad guy, so the protagonist is going to just absolutely not pick up on any of the details that signify that they might be the bad guy, because that would be inconvenient to the plot. You can often figure out who the bad guy is in a murder mystery situation by which character is the protagonist just refusing to acknowledge. Like, on a regular basis, Forrest Kaysen would be on my list of... Oh, I forgot how this just stops your car. On a regular basis, Forrest Kaysen was on my list of, like, suspects. And, like, never... I don't think he was ever a suspect of York's. York would just refuse to think about him. Which might make narrative sense, because maybe he was doing a block, because obviously he's somehow not recognizing FK, even though he attacked him as a child and was the cause of his parents both dying.
One more thing, York. I hope things are going well with Emily.
You've always been horrible with women. I gave you tons of advice during your last relationship, and you ignored all of it. I'm sure Emily will take the lead. Just don't fight her. Let her steer you in the right direction.
So at this point, maybe they are real, and they are somewhere, somehow, including somehow York, even though York didn't die the way anyone else died. In fact, York didn't die at all, because he was never real, maybe, or something. There's so much to unpack there. It could just be that everyone just died and there is no visions at all, and it's just the kids imagining stuff because the kids probably knew about the split personality thing and just legitimize it.
York, tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby.
Polly, what's that picture?
Oh, that. We took it when the clock tower was built.
50 years ago?
That's right. That's me in the middle. I was pretty popular back then. Men were always around me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Just sign here, please. Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Oh, I'm sorry, Polly. I was just thinking of a friend. Someone who was with me for a long, long time.
He must have been a really good friend then. Otherwise, why else would you remember him at a time like this?
Indeed. We used to fight, but he really was a good person. He's gone now, though. Gone away to a place where we can't meet again.
I'm sorry to hear that, but if he's a friend of yours, I'm sure he's getting on just fine.
Thank you, Polly. You know what? I think so, too.
Zach, where are you going? How did you get here? You have a car. I mean, you have a bad track record with cars, but you have a car. You're gonna walk? To where? This is the middle of nowhere. I guess he just walked off into the woods to die. Goodbye, Zach. Zach seems nicer than York. Like, York... They seem to have distinctly different personalities to some extent, like, even though they're the same person, technically. Sounds like this version of him doesn't have a smoking habit to begin with. He almost did it and was like, wait a minute, what? Nah, I don't smoke. Meanwhile, York is like, he's kind of a dick and kind of, like, ignorant of, like, what do I call it? He's like unaware of, like, how he affects people, or at least seems to be. He, like, blows smoke directly in people's faces and does other stuff like that, and there's also the difference of, like, every single time you talk to Polly, York yells at Polly like she can't hear him or something. And at the end there, Zach was actually speaking softly with Polly, and he doesn't smoke and all these other things. So you actually have all these questions of like how this character behaves versus how Zach behaves and stuff, but we don't really have much time for that necessarily. But yeah, I was not ready for that ending. Stuff got really crazy and weird, and this game already is a cult hit to some extent, I suppose, but I feel like it would have had a bigger cult following if it just had less crap in it. Like there's so many very long combat sections that are just fighting one enemy over and over again with very little interesting going on. Like there's a couple of times, like that one time with the shooting range where it's like, oh crap, look at all these things you have to avoid. You have to think about this level. Or like when there's enemies coming at you through the fire and suddenly they behave wildly differently. But like 80+% of the time, including literally entire levels, it's just one enemy type repeating and no variation. So like so much of the combat levels could just be edited right out of the game, and the game would be better as a result. And yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the side content, on top of being hard to know that it even exists and also hard to pull off playing, a lot of that stuff a decent chunk of it is kind of just time wasty and dilutes even further the interesting parts. Because the main cast and spending time with them and even eating lunch with them and all that, and then playing the main story stuff is stronger, and then stuff just goes crazy at the end. And it's just a bummer to think how many players probably wouldn't ever reach the crazy stuff at the end, starting with Thomas, if they just bounced off how rough it is to get to the other stuff. But yeah, hey, now I've finally played through the game that I've been using the soundtrack of for all these years, because I've just liked the soundtrack. I wasn't using the soundtrack for no reason. I knew about the whistling song and stuff like that because I'd Let's Played the game a little bit at the early parts. But now I've finally done all of it. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird knowing that I've finally done I've rolled the credits on Deadly Premonition. Tried to get me at the end there. It tried to get me in that last part. In my penultimate recording session, there was no game audio, and I'm like, don't fuck with me, Deadly Premonition. Come on, I've almost defeated you at long last. Alright, well, tomorrow we'll try something else. Thanks for watching like always, guys. Wait. Did you guys use really? You're just gonna come out and reveal that every single character in the main cast was a different letter of the alphabet? Why? Yeah, I mean, Xander's a weird name. I guess it's the reveal that our father, ourselves, and our alternate personality were XYZ. Oh, but there's a bunch of extra characters there, so they didn't use every letter of the alphabet and then stop. They had other characters too. Weird. Alright, well that was Deadly Premonition. Charming little story, goes crazy. Really good soundtrack, even if it's not very well mixed with the audio in the actual game. On its own, it's a good soundtrack. And it plays like shit. See you guys next time.
Was
There's a really fucked up interpretation you could think of here where York, when he was in control of the situation, intentionally avoided putting the clues together that FK was behind it so that Emily would die so that they could be together forever. So enjoy thinking about that.